Welcome back, everybody. We're now joined by Wyoming Governor Matt Mead. Governor Mead, thanks for stopping by today.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
So I have a list of questions I'd like to get through, and
Sure.
I wanted to start off with the Wyoming lottery bill that you signed. It allows for state lottery to be set up here and even enter into things like the Powerball. So I'm curious, when can we expect lotto tickets to be on sale, and why sign a bill like that in private?
Well, the first question is we've got a group that's going to meet. I got to assign 9 people to a group, and by July they're going to get together, and they will help that process. So I can't give you a time when we're going to get the first lottery sale. But in terms of private, I think that day I signed 84 bills.
Wow.
And so you can't have a public ceremony for each one. And before I signed it, I told the press, I said, today I'm going to sign this. And so it wasn't a question of private or non-private. It's just a question of how do you get through all these bills. And I announced that I was going to do it before I did it. So, but I think the question on why signing it, that's a good question. And to me, it came down to an opportunity to keep more Wyoming money in Wyoming. And I wanted to do that. And there's pros and cons to it. And I said then, and I've said now, I'm lukewarm on it. But that was the deciding factor in terms of keeping more Wyoming money in Wyoming.
Switching gears now to education, the dual language immersion program is gaining a lot of traction here in Natrona County. It allows students to learn a foreign language in their classes. I'm curious your thoughts on a program and if you'd like to see something like that implemented in the future.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity as we see that being done, say, for example, in Teton County. At first there was sort of controversy whether you should have it. Now there's controversy about how come my student can't get in it. I think it's a great opportunity, and language skills especially, as we can become this the global competitive issue on any number of businesses. To have another language that you can be fluent in is a great opportunity, and it's a great way to continue learning generally. And so I'm excited to see those programs come up around the state.
And we told our Facebook fans you'd be stopping by the studio and asked them to submit some questions. And Sharon Myers Hall writes, with the recent changes in the Department of Education, I have read that one of the goals is to create a standard one-size-fits-all curriculum for each school in the state to follow. I'd like to know if that's true.
No, that's not true. And contrary to that, when I went back to Washington, D.C. a couple of weeks ago, one of the questions I asked the Federal Department of Education is I'm looking to get some waivers from some of these federal requirements because it may work well in another state, but I want to make sure what's best for Wyoming fits Wyoming. And so I think you have to be very careful on saying one size fits all. I mean, I don't think that works nationally, and I don't think it works within our school system. And so our local school boards, our Board of Education, these are issues that they work out. And specifically, that local control issue and curriculum is critical not only to me, but I think it's critical to the local district as well.
And Linda Montoya wants to know, what's the best way to contact you for a question, comment, or a concern?
The best way is area code 307-777-7434, and that's to our office. And then there's email as well. We get so much email, sometimes it's not as fast. So the telephone call is good, and we track all those so you know somebody's called, and then make sure you leave a phone number or a way to get back in touch with you, and our office and I will get back in touch with you.
Absolutely. Well, Governor Mead, it was a pleasure having you in the studio today. Thank you so much for coming in.
Good to see you again. Thank you.